Well, we had some storms come through the other day, and a tornado, I think that was like an EF2 tornado about 8 or 9 miles north of here. And we didn't really have a tornado here, but I did have this kind of medium-sized oak tree down in my backyard. And my Stihl chainsaw, which has been faithful as clockwork the last few years, didn't want to start, and it's going to need a new, at least a new carburetor kit, maybe it's a whole new carburetor, I don't know. So I got it at the shop being worked on. What I'm going to do today, rather than let this get growed up and sit here, it could be in the shop for a week or two, and I'm no small engine guy. So I'm going to take my loppers and I'm going to try to get all the small limbs I can reach off here. That way when I do get my saw back, I'm cutting, I'll have some stuff that won't be firewood, but I'll get all the small stuff off and I'll be able to get in and work with the saw. So I'll just put the camera on, probably run it and fast forward, and we'll just see how much progress I make. Plus I need the exercise. It's hard on a fat boy. Really? Really? Well, hey, that's good news. Yes, ma'am. I'll be down there in about an hour to pick it up. Thank you for calling. Yes, ma'am. So the whole reason for cutting this thing up with a pair of loppers and hauling all the limbs and brush off is because I thought it'd be 2 weeks before I got my chainsaw back from the shop. Well, that was a lady from the small engine shop. She said that the guy got a chance to look at it, and it didn't need a new carburetor. It just needed a carburetor kit. He had a carburetor kit, so he put it on. It's ready to go. I owe $47. So I did all that lopping and dragging, I guess for no reason. I could have come back with my chainsaw and saved myself a lot of small pieces. Because if I had a chainsaw, I would cut those limbs in longer lengths. Oh well, it looks a lot better. And when I do get ready to start with my chainsaw, I won't have all those limbs in my way. At least I'll be able to see what I'm working with. Anyways, sometimes you have a play day, sometimes you have a work day. Today's day off was a work day. And if it will stay warm for a while, we'll plant the garden. I've got some seeds in there in the back door that have come up and are just about big enough to start putting them to move to the garden. But man, we had a frost last night. I think it was 32 degrees Sunday morning. I want to make sure that winter's gone before I stick my plants in the garden. So we'll probably wait another week or two to plant the garden, even though some of those plants are big enough. But I'd like to get this tree cut up. Maybe I'll work on that this weekend. We'll see how much firewood we get out of this tree. I'll tell you what, in the comments, will this tree make a rick? Less than a rick? 2 ricks? How much wood will this tree make? And I'm cutting, and the rick for me is 18 inches, 4 foot tall, 8 foot long by 18 inches. I know a rick's supposed to be a half a cord. The cord's 4 by 4 by 8, but I don't know anybody that burns 24-inch long wood. Everybody here burns 18. Some of them like 16, but I'll cut it 18 inches and we'll stack it, and we'll see how much firewood this tree makes. Thanks for watching.